Let's take a look at our practice page about subtracting fractions with common denominators. Problem number 1 is 10/12, take away 7/12. I need to start with my whole and I need to cut my whole into 12ths. To do that, I'm going to cut my whole into 4ths and then I'm going to do 3 times in each part. I need to start with 10/12, so I'm going to color in 10 of those pieces. And then I'm going to take away 7 of those pieces that I colored in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves me with 3 out of my 12 pieces remaining. Now I need to turn this into simplest form. When I look at my difference 3/12, I see that 3 is a multiple of 3 and 12 is a multiple of 3. So I'm going to go ahead and divide the numerator by 3 and the denominator by 3. That's going to give me my answer in simplest form as 1/4. Again, I decided to divide by 3 because both the numerator and the denominator are multiples of 3, but also I'm grouping 3 pieces together, and that's giving me fourths, and I have one of those 4 groups remaining. Let's go ahead and take a look at number 2. 4/6 minus 2/6. Well, if I'm starting to take away 6th, I need to cut my whole in 6th. So I'm going to cut that in thirds and then do 2 times in each part. It says I need to start with 4/6, so I'm going to color in 4 out of those 6 pieces. And I need to take away 2 of those pieces that I colored in. Well, that leaves me with 2 out of my 6 remaining. I need to show this answer in simplest form. Well, I notice that the 2 in the numerator is a multiple of 2, and the 6 in the denominator is a multiple of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2, and I'm going to get my answer in simplest form as 1/3. Again, I divided the numerator and denominator by 2 because both of those numbers are multiples of 2. I can also look at my model and see that I'm grouping 2 pieces together to get thirds, and I have one of those thirds remaining. Last problem, number 3. I'm starting with 1 whole. Well, I need to take a look and see it. The fraction I'm taking away is fourths. So that's telling me I need to take my whole and cut that into 4 equal pieces. I'm going to say half and 2 times on each side. If I'm starting with a whole, I need to color in all 4 of the pieces that create my whole. I'm going to go ahead and write above this that my new problem, my whole, is being renamed as 4/4. And now I'm ready to take away my 2/4. I'm going to go ahead and take away my 2/4, and I'm going to have 2/4 remaining. I need to write this answer in simplest form. When I look at my numerator 2, I know that's a multiple of 2. And when I look at that denominator 4, I know that's a multiple of 2. So I'm going to go ahead and divide my numerator by 2 and my denominator by 2, and I'm going to end up getting the simplest form answer of 1/2. Now, I divided the numerator and denominator by 2 because 2 is a multiple of 2 and 4 is a multiple of 2. I can also look at my model and say I'm putting groups of 2 pieces together to make halves, and I have one of those halves remaining. This is how I would subtract fractions with like denominators.